Hey there, how are you today? My name is Dana Damara, and you have landed on Astrocast. This is a new moon report for the new moon in Taurus happening on May 7th, 2024 at 8:22 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, this is such a beautiful new moon, and I have so much I want to share with you. So, first thing I want to say is this new moon ties into the energy that we are experiencing in February of 2024. And then it's going to play a major role in the full moon in August 2024. So these energies have to do with Uranus and the new and the full moon. And the full moon in August, happening on August 19th, 2024, happening in Aquarius, that full moon will actually be a culmination of all these like dreams and wishes and manifestations and co-creations that we have been either consciously, hopefully, or unconsciously creating in our life. So my invitation is to be conscious about it, which means to slow down, to breathe, to listen, all the things. Okay, so let me share this with you. So first of all, the new moon is in Taurus. Okay, and when Taurus is in play in anything, Taurus is all about pleasure, love, beauty, home, hearth, health, really wanting to be grounded. Okay. And so this is about things that make us feel secure, things that make us feel stable, aligned, grounded. It's such a beautiful, beautiful sign. And during this new moon, we're going to have 4 planets plus the sun. So you can say 5 if you want, but the sun is really a star. So 4 planets, which creates a stellium. Okay, whenever we have 3 or more planets bunched up together in one sign, it's called the stellium, which all that does is amplify the energy that it's in, that all those planets are in. So during the new moon, which for those of you who are new to this, I know I have so much information. I hope you're following me. During the new moon, anytime we have a new moon, it's a time to go quiet. It's a time to set intentions. It's a time to be clear on hitting maybe a reset button of sorts of like, what is it that I really want and desire? Anytime that's what a new moon is about. But this new moon in particular, this new moon is like amplified in abundance and all things Taurus because we have all those planets in Taurus. Jupiter, okay, Jupiter is in Taurus, Uranus is in Taurus, Venus is in Taurus. Venus is actually the ruler of Taurus. So Venus is super happy in Taurus. Venus is all about money and abundance and what we value. And Uranus is all about shifting and changing and unexpected changes. So we have all these planets that are coagulating, percolating, co-creating all this energy around breakthroughs and what it is that you really want and what you're really passionate about and what it is that you really truly desire. And so the energy is asking us, like, what are you trying to manifest in your life? Now, if you're not clear about what you want, what will happen is you'll get mixed messages. Okay. And so the one of the intentions with this new moon is to be really clear about what you really want. And sometimes that's challenging because we've been taught that when we manifest, we should be super clear and specific, which is absolutely positively true. At the same time, if you dig deep, let's say your manifestation, let's say for an example, one of your manifestations is I really want to create or purchase a 3-bedroom home facing the ocean, and I have friends over all the time. That's my manifestation. But anyways, point is why? What is underlying? What is the oomph in the heart or in the mind or in your cells that actually is the desire or the passion behind the external manifestation. So maybe you want to say to yourself, if this is something around what you want to manifest, I really want to manifest a secure, stable space to call home where I can feel comfort and joy in a community like that. Okay. So play that game with yourself. Well, if something that I want to manifest is this thing, what does this thing represent? Okay. Now, 5 planets in Taurus, big deal. Uranus in Taurus since 2018. It's going to stay there till like November 2025. So this has been, what is that? 7 years of shifting and moving in this whole sense of security. So things have been shifting and moving. All right. We've been on this quest for freedom, whether we know it or not, whether it's personal, environment, job related, whatever it is, mind, whatever it is, we have been on a quest and a journey for freedom, freedom of suffering, perhaps freedom of freedom of expression, whatever it is. Okay, well, all that's going to start to come to a culmination and an end next year, because the Jupiter is, or Taurus or Uranus is going to move out of Taurus. Okay, now the way that this all began was the new moon in Aquarius in February was square to Uranus. Okay, square creates tension, square creates movement. Okay, so now this new moon coming up in Taurus, Uranus will actually conjunct it. So Uranus is going to be very close to the new moon, okay? Which means that it will potentially create an energy that is supportive of unexpected and sudden changes in your life or in our community or in our world. It could create energy that is that of exploration or inspiration. Maybe you have a brand new thought, a brand new idea, okay? It could also dig up, think of Taurus, it could dig up the roots of your life. This goes back to that, what are you really trying to manifest in your life? If you want, a fancy car, maybe it's prestige. I don't know. Just, you see, you're digging up the roots to figure out what it is that you really desire. Now, that's this new moon. Now, in August of 19th of this year, we're going to have a full moon in Aquarius. And that full moon will create a T-square to Uranus. And it's going to bring all of this stuff together. August 19th, full moon. All of this stuff is going to come together. So whatever we began in February, so if you're like me and you do your new moon manifestations or new moon wishes or new moon intentions, whatever you want to call it, if you do them, go back to February, look at what you were trying to co-create or work through or whatever. Now, this new moon in Taurus is it's gonna mold it and shape it and give it some expansion, so that what? T-square to Uranus, bam, happens in August. So now is the moment to focus on what your heart truly, truly desires. And I mean it, like no bullshit. Like, what do you really want? Not what does your mom or your dad want? What do you need to do for your children? What are you doing because you have to make money? Like, if you can't change your current existence for whatever reason, right? Sit with yourself and imagine your life as you want it to be in your dream. Write it out. Create a vision board. Do something that anchors that in, because guess what? On May 23rd, Jupiter and Venus are going to conjunct one another. And this is going to magnify your ability to create that which you're thinking and whirling around in your mind. Okay. Now, this also means that we still have to accept life as it is right now. Look, I raised 2 kids. Okay. If somebody were to tell me, like, just dream whatever you want to dream, just make it happen, I'm like, whatever. I've got to get to volleyball practice, like, that's reality. But when we accept with gratitude where we are at in the moment we are at it, and we feel it, and we're like, oh my God, this is amazing. I love my life. I love that I get to drive my kids to volleyball. I love that I get to see the beach. I love that I get to do this. I love it and really feel it. And while I'm feeling gratitude for all those beautiful things, guess what? I'm going to sit during this new moon and I'm going to write out what it is that I really desire. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm not going to feel bad if I want to take a trip to Peru by myself. You know, I'm not saying that's what I want to do. I'm saying, like, those of you who have these responsibilities in life, put them on hold for a second. And if you don't have 5 minutes to do this kind of exercise, take 8 minutes to do it, because you do. This is your job, to be open and receptive to what your heart truly, truly wants. There's a lot of shifts coming up in 2024 and 2025, and I want you to be open for unforeseen openings. Who says that some windfall of cash doesn't land in your lap? You don't know that. None of us do. So we don't wish for the cash to land in our lap. We stay attuned to our heart. We ask ourselves, what is it that we really desire? We find gratitude for what it is that we already have. We look forward to what's happening in our day every day. We tell people how we feel. We land in that Taurus energy of like, oh my God, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much for being in my life. Oh my God, I'm so grateful for this. Oh my God. And really mean it, right? And really, really mean it, because that will ignite this onslaught of magical alignment with the cosmos. I don't know, could be wrong, but I'd rather think that I'm not. So I hope this has helped you. Set some time aside, make some wishes, map it out, dream it out, draw it out, make your vision board, whatever you want to do, but take the time. Trust me on this one. And if you want your chart read, reach out to me. I would love to read it for you. This is a beautiful month, you guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. Find me at danadamara.com. You can also find me on Instagram at danadamara evolution, where I post this stuff all the time. I want to say thank you so much. You guys have such a gorgeous day. Namaste.